Today we're preparing the bottom of this Bronco that we've painted to apply pickup bed liner to the bottom side of it, which we're going to tint and paint the underside with the tint in it with the bed liner to match the body. So it will be a dark green on the underside of this Bronco. As you can see from looking inside this fender and underneath the Bronco, it has just been prepped. It will be seam sealed, which means we will put a silicone, or as you would use around your house, a sealer at all the gaps so that it looks great and is weatherproof and tight and waterproof, so that we can make it look gorgeous and sealed at the same time. Over here is the frame. We pulled it out from underneath. We've already done the lift kit on the front and the rear. The axles have been rebuilt. A little dirty, but they'll be ready to be cleaned up, and we'll get this frame prepped and into the paint booth, and the frame will get painted and then mounted back up underneath this Bronco so we can roll it around. This is another Bronco that we're working on, and we're getting close to the end on this project. You can see that the Bronco's been painted. We have a roll bar in it that has lights inside the roll bar, and you can kind of see those LED lights right up there. We put new seats in it. The engine compartment is completely wired up, and thankfully you don't see any wiring there. You do see wiring over here that's going to be covered up, and that's for the air conditioning and some of the fuel injection system. But basically we've got it in pretty good shape so that we can start this motor. What we're working on right now is running a new fuel line from the gas tank to the fuel injection system, and then we will begin the process of priming the engine by removing the distributor, which is right here, and we use a tool to engage the oil pump, and we run it with a drill until we get oil pressure on our oil gauge, which we will have installed in the fitting where the oil pressure sender is right here. This is what tells the oil light or oil gauge, in this case, on your dash if you have oil pressure, and gives you a warning if you have trouble. We remove it and this extension and put a gauge in there that will show us the oil pressure as we are spinning it. The purpose here is to make sure this engine is totally lubricated before we try to start it. We don't want to start an engine that doesn't have oil that has circulated throughout the engine and lubricated it well, and we have the cam covered in oil so that everything works smoothly. After that, then we will put the rest of the body on. It's much easier to try to work on this with the front grill off, so we'll get that done, get the fenders done. We're going to have a bimini top on it, but it's going to go over to the upholstery shop for some more work over there. And we have some wheels and tires on the way. We hand-built, handmade, fabricated on our own these metal steel fender flares. I'll get that out, so it gave it a nice look. This is going to be a really great Bronco when we're finished. This is another early Bronco project that we have in the shop. This one's very detailed, requires lots of work and plenty of skill. As you can see, we have mounted this frame on the Bronco to our frame machine, or frame table if you will. And at the beginning there was nothing there but a frame. And now you can see that we have replaced all of the metal from front to rear to rebuild this Bronco body. You can see the firewall's been pieced together, both front fenders, the radiator support. You walk around to the side and you're going to see that we've replaced the floors. Here's the rear floor that we kept, but the front floor and the tunnel and all the side pieces are being replaced. There's the new door. There's the quarter panel on the left side. You can see that the quarter panel on this side is missing. If you saw a green light, that's our level that we use. And here's the quarter panel that's going to be installed right in this area, and then lined up with the door that goes right here. You can see the green line in the movie, I think, that shows you how we're keeping things lined up. Hopefully we get this straight. Lots of intricate work. It's a lot of trial and error because these parts don't fit exactly like they should, so we have to work to make everything fit properly and perfectly so the doors shut, the hood shuts, and all the gaps on the doors and the fenders and the hood and the tailgate all look good. I'm Barry Wilson with Wilson Auto Repair. If you want to see more projects that we have going on with Broncos, go to my website, wilsonauto.com. I've been here 40 years. We work on a lot of Broncos. Give me a call if I can be some help.